We're back at it. Today we have an 05 Chevy 2500. We're going to be doing an alternator, the AC belt, the AC tensioner pulley. We went ahead and took the intake off already. You just got two hose clamps here, one there, and then one in the air box, and it just pulls out, so that's easy. Your tensioner pulley is up right there. So you're just gonna put I think it's a 15 or 16 on there. Turn it and get your belt off. All right, so we can push down on there like that and get your ratchet stuck. Yeah, we didn't think this one through very good. So down here at the car, I got my ratchet on there and the belt, and then I get stuck. So just move my ratchet down more. Jeez, man, still gives you barely enough room. So this is Stormy. He shows up to the shop sometimes, and
wow, thing! Now you need to go next level because of me. I need to profit of that.
All right, so up here you've got your tensioner. It's literally just two bolts, two 15s. So just, we're gonna get our impact and pull these out. So you can see up there, just two bolts on that one tensioner. So that tensioner's locked up, so that's why we're doing it, obviously. Yup. This gun, okay, so the first one it pulled out, second one it didn't because of the extensions. And it seems to have that tendency. So we got our two bolts out. There's your old tensioner. As you can see, pretty screwed up. We'll get a new tensioner ordered and a new belt because you can see right there, broken belt. Unhook your battery. So I pulled the negative cable off the battery. Before you go yanking this thing out of here, you got two bolts up here in the alternator to get it unbolted. What a great time to remind you to go down and subscribe. So you're pulling these two bolts out. And the shroud's in the way of the one, so you're gonna have to move that a little bit. No! Got it. Got it, don't worry. Get the two bolts out now. So I'll unplug that. They're off the back. So this is just a 10 mil we're gonna pull off the back. Once you slide this boot down like that, just that 10 mil right here.
Like it was grinding on a wheel.
Yeah, you thought you were gonna get lucky. Let's get a pry bar. Alternator's out. So now we get to wait on parts for 7 to 12 hours. All right, so we finally, it's noon now. Finally got our new parts. We got the alternator, tensioner pulley, and belt are over there. So let's start putting this alternator back in. Might need a rubber mallet. We got a little rubber mallet to come tap it down into the spacers. See if these bolts can fit back in through there. So now we've got our two bolts started in there, and go ahead and tighten them down. Once you got them tightened down, go ahead and plug your wires back in, hook them back up. 10 mil nut on there on this wire here. Put your boot back over. You can go ahead and hook your battery back up. That's going to be that 8 mil you pulled off earlier. So now we got the alternator part done. Time to go on to the tensioner pulley. Then we'll get our two belts put back on. Truck's up in the air. Here we have our brand new tensioner pulley. It spins, so that's good. That's always a plus. You want your pulleys to spin. Okay, this is just 2 bolts. You're just gonna set it right back up here. Can't see that. Right there is the bolt hole. And right there. Set that back up there. Alright, so now you can see that new tensioner pulley there. We got the bolts started. Go ahead and zip those up. Got your tensioner on. Got our new smaller AC belt here. And we will need a 1/2 inch drive. So your belt is going to go over the crank pulley, over top of the tensioner, and then around the AC compressor. Let me go get a 1/2 inch ratchet though, and so we can turn that tensioner. That is in fact a 3/8 drive. I'm an idiot. Alright, so you can see we got that belt on over top of that tensioner right there, and then around the AC compressor. We'll drop the truck back down and put the other belt on. Right there on your truck you're going to have your belt diagram if you're wondering how it goes back on. Alright, so you can see down there, we got it around the crank pulley, and then you go underneath the fan clutch, and then around your power steering and the alternator, go around, and then underneath that idler and over the tensioner. After you get your belts on, you're going to go ahead and put your intake under your coolant hose here and slide it under there. I just took the whole air box and everything out. And we got it up under here. We can put the air box back down in there. All the mounts for this air box are broken off, so slid this back onto the throttle body, tighten your hose clamp back down. That's an 8mm. Don't forget to plug your MAF sensor back in. That's very important, otherwise your truck won't run. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.